Looking picking when I really get to clicking, but I'm looking for a sister to revive and win a kiss. If you want some love, just let me know.
Hi guys, so I am just going to be doing like another little get ready with me. You guys really like these, and it's cool for me because I have to do my face anyway, so it's just a good content, you know, filler. I really like to film one day and like get like 3 videos out of it. That's always the goal. It never happens like that for me. But anyways, I'm going to start with the Banish oil. Per usual, oh yeah, that went everywhere. So per usual, I'm going to be super whiny. If you hate the sound of my voice whining, then just, you know, this is not the video for you. Basically, I am like so fortunate normally. I never ever get headaches or like anything really. Like Alex will tell you, we've been together for almost 4 years and he's seen me sick like twice. And I had a really bad sinus infection that I kind of filmed through, and it's still like sticking around. So that's a pain in my butt. But like I said, Alex never seen me like really actually sick. But also women don't complain about being sick as much as men, so I've been sick and just not really said much. Yeah, so I don't get headaches like ever. Like I can count. I've had 1 migraine in my entire life and I didn't even know what it was. And so I had a migraine the last 2 days and I still feel like little bits of it. If that's, I mean, it's not full on, but it's still there. So yeah, I've had a migraine the last 2 days, and the first day I didn't even freaking realize what it was until it got dark and I realized like the sun is what's like making me really like, is what's getting to me. Sorry, I'm mixing my foundation. I'm mixing 2 ordinary foundations, 2.0 and 1.0, because I want this yellow color. The first day, I just literally like made it worse for myself because I was like, okay, I'm not going to do anything. I actually had to go to a meeting, so I got ready, and it was like, I was literally at this ring light wondering why my vision was like starting to get blurry. I was starting to feel like I was going to pass out. I was texting one of the girls that I was going to a meeting with, and I was like telling her, oh my god, like I might die. Then that day it got worse and worse and worse, and I just had to like beast through it. And then that day when I got home, by the way, I'm drinking coffee, so my teeth are gonna be yellow, but I promise I'll brush my teeth at the end. I was like watching movies and just laying in bed, and it wasn't until it got dark outside that I realized that, like, holy shit, it's the light that's like making me want to die. So I turned the TV off and just actually had to cover the little light on my laptop charger. Like that's how bad I was. And then Alex threw Advil at me at like 4 in the morning because he was so tired of me whining. And it got a little bit better, and the next day it was still there, and I wasn't trying to get in front of the ring lights to make it worse. But just so bizarre for me because I just never ever get freaking migraines, and I've never had a 2-day long migraine. Ugh, sucks. Sucks. So, and then I had one video that I was so excited to film. The last 2 days have just irritated the absolute piss out of me. I was sitting here one day, it was like 4 days ago-ish, I think so. I was sitting here and I was sucking at filming. Nothing was working out. Everything got deleted. And so I had one video where I was like, you know what, let me just do like an actual get ready with me, like what it's actually like to get ready with me. And so I was listening to 90s music on YouTube and like talking to you guys about like my music and like playing songs, and I was like singing, and it was really embarrassing, but it was like so much fun. It was the most fun video I've ever filmed, and I came so far out of like my little like shyness, which if you know me in real life, I'm not really like a shy person, but something weird about talking on camera and then putting it out there for anyone who wants to click on it to see, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just very different. And I think my videos would be so much better if I was just more comfortable. So, I don't know. I was like, number one, the video was fun to film. It was fun to edit because I got to listen to the songs again. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe just how not, like, scared I look. Alright, I'm about to flip my shit. Where is my extra dark? Oh, here it is. So I am so dumb because I thought that if I didn't monetize the video and just changed the license to creative something something something, I did like bootleg research and that's what I found. And that's a lie. They flagged that shit as soon as I put it up. So I re-uploaded it. I took the one song that blocked it. I took that one out. And then another song blocked it. So whatever. It is what it is. Maybe I can figure out how to put it on Instagram. But it seems like all the videos that I put on Instagram get turned into like really terrible quality. If there's anyone who would like to help me out with that, please put it below in the comments. But I'm not like friends with any other YouTubers by any means. But I've talked to a few of them. And anytime I ask about like, hey, how do you do your thumbnail? They get real fucking weird, man. So anyways, I'm gonna have to wash this bandana soon. So yeah, the last like 2 days of my life have been super frustrating. Nothing has worked out. My ankle is so swollen and I'm getting a little worried because I'm supposed to be going to the doctor in 6 days and all of a sudden it just like swole up. But today I'm wearing these really cute slippers I got off Amazon. Oh, this is my fat ankle, by the way, and it's really hairy because when I shave it, I get like instant razor burn. So, but yeah, I just put cute slippers on so that maybe my ankle would feel cute and get less swollen. I gotta say, guys, I'm really over the blonde wig, but I hate my real hair. And I think what I'm gonna do, hair plans for anyone who's like interested. I literally talk to Alex about this every single night, and you can literally watch him like leave the room, like his spirit just like leaves because he could care less. I think everyone here knows that I dye my hair. Here's a little bit of my rootage. I have like natural, like ashy blonde, like dirty blonde hair. So when I decided to go dark, I started dyeing it and eventually ended up black. Like I started out at darkest brown, or no, I started out like brown. Oh, it's snowing. I started out at like brown and then just doing my roots and just got darker and darker and darker and darker until my hair was black, which was fine. I like it black. I don't like it black when I'm pale, but then, well, okay, paler. I'm not the palest person. I really don't like it when people get like feisty about that. Just like when I say my eyes are slightly hooded and people are like, nah, get over it. I'm not saying that they're the most hooded. I'm not saying that I'm the most pale, but anyways, pale and black hair looks insane, and I only ever realize that when I'm around my family and they look at me like I don't belong, because my dad is like, he's always told me, I don't know how you know, true this is, but I mean, if you look at my family, it makes sense. They've always told me that we have like Cherokee in us. My sister is like naturally tan. My dad is like really tan when he's not sick, and my whole family is like tan minus me. My real mom though used to tell us that she was Polish, but she also was like an insane like liar. What is that called when you like can't stop yourself from lying? That's kind of what she is. So any story that I ever believed from my childhood, I second guess now. Anyway, she always said we were Polish, which makes sense for how pale I get, but when I tan, I get really, really tan. And my stomach, I haven't tanned in like since 2 summers ago because I was fat last summer. So when I get tan, sorry, someone texted me and my whole mind just left the building. If I could get anyone to come onto my channel, it would be Melissa. And sometimes she watches my videos because, oh, why am I about to share her contact information with her? Don't know. I'm gonna throw my iPhone. Yeah, so if I could get anyone from my real life to come onto my channel, it would be Melissa. I think she'd be so fun and like so open, and I think Melissa brings out like a fun side in anyone and everyone. So if you're watching this, Melissa, do some like challenge with me so I can seem like a real person. That's my cat, Albie. He screams at me like that all the time. Come here, Bubba. Come, Kiki. Look how cute he is. He has a little booty mark. He's so cute. He's just really weird. The other day I watched him stare at a door handle for literally like 30 minutes. It was so bizarre. What was I saying? I have like serious ADD. I'm so upset about that video. I was up until like 2 a.m. trying to finagle my way around it. But I uploaded it like 3 times. And every single time it was like within seconds I got 7 copyright claims and 1 blocking. Which I didn't get any strikes because I was like so terrified. I was like, if I upload this again, this will be my 3rd strike. And then I will commit suicide. Alright, I'm using my ColourPop concealer. Alright, if you have dry skin, I'm going to tell you about this concealer. It dries my skin out, and I don't think that there's anything in it that is like bad for your skin. I think it just dries my skin out. I'm not really sure what in here does it. But every time I use that now, when I take my makeup off, I will do the Banish oil. If you guys have any like oils, I will put that mainly on my eyelids because I use that ColourPop stuff a lot on my eyelids, but I'll use it on my eyelids and my forehead because those areas on me get really dry. I don't worry about my chin too much. For some reason I get really oily on my chin lately. So Alex's shifts have completely switched and he's on first shift now, so that's cool. Except for now I don't get up as early. I sleep in like a lot. But yeah, so now I don't have to sleep alone. I was having like, first of all, I've never been that person who's like scared in a house by herself. Like, I swear to God, I've never had like a ghosty thing happen to me until I got with Alex. He's like straight up fucking haunted. Dude is haunted. Dude needs Jesus. It's really bad. I've never ever heard. Actually, can I tell you something really cute? One time his brother, I was really, really close with Alex's twin brother, Chris, before I thought anything about Alex. So I'm the type of person, now I think Alex is the hottest thing in the world. His twin brother, I know that everybody else thinks they're twins, but I see the difference in them, so I think Alex is the hottest person in the world, and his brother is his twin, but just looks a little bit like him, you know what I mean? So anyways, I think that's always really weird, and I've always wondered about, before I was with a twin, I always wondered how that worked for people. But seriously, I see a huge difference in them. I think Chris is attractive, just like I think other people are attractive, but I'm not attracted to him, even though he just looks a lot like my boyfriend. But I think they definitely look alike. I wish they weren't so shy and would just come on camera, because I think you guys would love them more than me. I got a comment the other day that was like, I love your dry sense of humor. And I'm like, oh my God, if only I could get those boys on camera. A lot of people don't like it. If someone doesn't like Alex, they don't like him because of his sense of humor. But most people adore him for it. I've only met like 2 people that didn't like Alex also. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Alex is fucking haunted. Ugh. So, yeah, his brother used to tell me about how haunted Alex was and was like, no, you should go ask him, go talk to him about it. And so Alex and I worked in the same department. That's how we met. We worked together. And so there's a cat here. Yeah, so one day I actually got I actually had to work with Alex, and so I was like, your brother told me you were haunted. And we're standing inside of this, like, we worked in a factory, so we're standing inside of this big jewelry cage. There's like, you have to like sign in and out, you have to have keys, like, it's that secure. And we're sitting in there, and he's telling me about these like ghost stories. And I was like just looking up at him, and I was realizing like how attracted to him I was. Yeah, and so I started to like Alex from that day, and I don't even know if he knows that that's the day that I started to like him, because we were coworker friends for so long after that. Speaking of Alexander, he just texted me. So yeah, I literally, Jess and Alex's sister, I literally left that conversation and went to my friend Amanda and was like, why do I feel like Alexander's kind of cute? No, we don't speak like that. So yeah, Alex, really, really haunted. I told my sister some of these stories one time, and she was so scared. It was in the middle of a freaking, like, we were at the hotel, and it was busy, and I was, like, just talking to her. That's when we had a bar, and there was a bunch of people at the bar, so it was, like, loud, and in the middle of the day, and she is such a little baby, her eyes started to water, and she was like, can you please stop? Like, she was that scared, but he's really haunted. Like, when they moved to Virginia, because he's from California, when they moved to when they lived in California, they used to get haunted all the time. They lived in this place that even sounds haunted called El Dorado Hills somewhere. They lived in like a big ranch house in the middle of nowhere. And Alex said something like one time, like the whole place was like covered in windows, and one time like all this like knocking happened on every single window, like that. Like, maybe one day I'll have to get him on here to like tell this story, but that one was really creepy. And he has a younger brother, and he used to like talk to the wall and like be like, wake up, sleeping on the couch, and wake up and be like, what are you doing here? I told you not to come here, or something like a 5-year-old. Can you imagine how freaking creepy that is? But yeah, so when they moved here, the room that Alex ended up moving into, apparently him and his mom had to like wash the walls because there was like little blood drops all over the walls. Ugh. So he's always told me that he had like electronic problems. I never believed it until we lived together. One time I was trying to watch a movie, and this like DVD player just kept spitting the movie out over and over again, over and fucking over again. And I would sit in front of it and wait for it to spit back out, and it wouldn't do anything. So then I'd crawl back up onto the bed, and then of course it would spit back out. And I was like, this is just really weird. I'm not going to tell Alex's stories because maybe one day I'll get him on here. But then one day, and I'm telling you, never in my life if I had a ghost anything happen to me. One night we were sleeping, and he was dead asleep, and I woke up, and I don't know if I woke up because of the sound, but I woke up and the door handle was jiggling so fast that I couldn't like watch it with my eyes. And I got up, of course, because I would do that, and I would be the girl in the movie who freaking dies for getting up. Like, no, just stay in bed. I got up and opened the door, and there was no one there. What else happened? Oh yeah, so, and anyways, since I've been sleeping, I have serious conversational ADD, but since I've been sleeping by myself, no, let me backtrack. Alex, since we've lived together, started sleeping in the same bed, he always wakes up with these night terrors, and he said he's had them his whole life. I'd never experienced it before. He would literally wake up screaming, but when someone is screaming in their sleep, it doesn't sound like screaming. It sounds like, it's the craziest freaking noise I've ever heard. And he's like violently shaking. So one of the two will wake me up. And now that I'm so used to it, like I wake up as soon as it like starts, like the littlest bit of shaking, I know the difference, you know? So the entire time we've been together, he's always done that. And he says that like he can't move, he can't wake himself up. Like sometimes he knows it's a dream, but he can't stop himself. So he loves it when I wake him up because it stops it. But most of the time when I wake him up for like the next like 10 seconds, he thinks he's still in the dream and he's like screams at me when he wakes up. Anyways, that's always like, you know, been like, oh, that really sucks for him, but I've never had a problem. Well, as soon as we moved into this house, he said that everything kind of stopped. And sometimes he like sees things. I don't know. It's really fucking bizarre. I'm not trying to like make you guys think he's a total basket case because he's the most normal person in the world. I have to sneeze. Bottom line, I think it's like a lot worse than he's ever told me. But since he went and I was like sleeping by myself at night, I would have these dreams, like totally bizarro dreams. Like the only one I can really remember, honestly, is I was sleeping in the living room because we had our bed down there when I first got home from surgery. There's no tree outside of our window, but there's a window right there. And I had a dream that there was a evil tree growing in through the house at me. And the tree had like a really creepy face. And I woke up thinking it was still happening. And I was screaming, no, no, no. And my cats got up off the bed, left my ass, didn't come back all night. Like, I know that that dream doesn't sound super scary, but I'm telling you that the dreams were horrible. But now that he's back, I haven't had any really. I haven't been like creeped out or anything. I was literally going to bed, sleeping with the light on in the hallway so that it like shined into my room. And I would also like, I've always heard people talk about like having a feeling like something's there. Never experienced it, but I swear to God I had that. Maybe it's all in my head because I'm like a woman at home by herself, but I've just never, ever, ever, ever been like that. Ever. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Beauty Shield setting powder. I really, really, really like the way that this performs, but it's just, and this is the lightest one, it's just too dark for my under eyes. So I've been using this to bake. So what I do is I like super messily, I can't find my freaking phone charger and my battery is dying. Keeps telling me. I powder contour really messy on my nose especially, and then I just go in with some powder afterwards and clean it up. So I put this powder down and it just sits there and erases. Same with under here. I really, really like this powder. It's really smooth. It's just a little bit too dark for me. This is in the shade Sheer Natural, so if you're a little bit darker than me, this might work for you because it's just ever slow. It's a little bit too yellow as well. It's like I blushed a little much. We got 2 cats because we were working so much, and Max was just like really lonely because there was, what color is on this brush? Why are my eyes so red? So yeah, we got another cat because Max was always by himself, and he was like obsessing over food. Like, it's all he ever wanted to do. And he's a big cat, but I felt like he was eating out of like boredom almost, and he really having nothing else to do. And so we got another cat, and now they're both obsessed over food, but they like team up together. So they literally like meow attack you at all moments. Like I can't even walk into the kitchen without both cats coming out of nowhere and like meowing me to death. And Albie's kind of fat too. He's not as big as Max by any means. But for his size, he's a little chubber. Needless to say, it's not helping. Now all they do is eat and shit, and it's really hard for me to clean the litter box because it's upstairs and I'm typically downstairs. I'm upstairs right now, obviously to film, but like carrying the bag of shit downstairs with me when I'm like inching downstairs on my hands and knees is so gross. And then when you clean out shit, you don't want to put it in like your trash can because that's just going to stink. So you want to take it to the trash can that's like, you know, I have to walk to it and I can't freaking walk. So I've just been sitting it outside and I think my neighbors probably think we're the grossest. My cats are out of control. And Albie is really, really cute and so sweet, but really weird. Getting Albie made me realize that Max is like part human. Because like he's got an attitude and he like, I can like read. We're just really close to Max. We shouldn't have gotten another cat because we love Max so much. I think Albie will get, like, he'll want to be closer to us eventually. But, like, right now he sleeps in a different room. Where we all three sleep, like, in the bed. And Albie's in a different room, like, on the floor, like, looking homeless. It's really sad. We always like try to bring him into the bed, but he's just not about it. I'm gonna use Mannequin for my lips, of course. I'm really starting to feel like that migraine is coming on because I feel like sick to my stomach all of a sudden and a little fainty, a little dizzy, a little lightheaded-y. I don't know why I'm having so many migraines. I seriously need to shave my mustache. It is so bad. Oof. Alright, I should have brushed my teeth first. Alright, I'm going to use my Mario Badescu. And I'm going to go brush my teeth and then I'll come back and film the intro. What is happening to this eyeball? Look how red it is. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked this video. I was really chatty at it. I'm really proud of myself. But, like, most of it's, like, hard to follow. My chattiness.